Welcome everybody to the VCon Pokemon channel. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you to my 74 subscribers. I appreciate the love and the support. When we hit 100, we will do a giveaway. Please make sure you're liking the content. Make sure you're subscribing. Over 90% of my viewers aren't subscribed to the channel. So if you could please subscribe, that would really support me reaching 100 subscribers. When we do hit it, like, comment, be involved. There will be a giveaway, and I'm really excited for that. Today, we're going to celebrate Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. These three games pretty much wrap up my entire childhood. They mean so much to me. The first ever game I ever purchased was Pokemon Red, and it's a game that I hold dear to my heart. We're going to do a game walkthrough together with Pokemon Red, and hopefully I can reintroduce this game to a whole generation that haven't ever played this RPG, this role player game. Maybe you can give it a go as well. Now, before we start playing the game, let's have a bit of a read into Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow when it was released and the impact that it had on society at the time. Now, before the anime and before the trading cards, the game was what I was familiar with first. And Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow are based off of the Japanese roleplay games that were released in 1996, and they were called Pocket Monsters Red and Pocket Monsters Green, followed by the special edition of Pocket Monsters Blue later that year. The games were released internationally in 1998, and I'm pretty certain I would have bought my one in 1999 as Pokemon Red and Blue, while the enhanced version called Pokemon Yellow Special Pikachu Edition was released in 98 Japan, 99 2000 for the rest of the world. What made Pokemon Yellow really good was that you were able to walk away with a Pikachu as your starter that followed you. That was revolutionary at the time, don't get me started. And also, you could actually attain Blastoise, Squirtle, and Charmander, the three starters, whilst in Blue and Red, you had to pretty much align yourself with one of them, and you could only get the others by trading. The player controls the protagonist from an overhead perspective and navigates the fictional region of Kanto in a quest to master Pokemon battling. Do not play this game if you feel like you need the best graphics of all time. This game is gameplay. It's all based on gameplay. If you love a game with sound gameplay that's engaging, entertaining, and fun, this is the game to play for you. If you're looking for state-of-the-art graphics, you're not going to find it in this game. The whole point of the game is to capture 151 Pokemon. With that 151st Mew, that Pokemon, you can only get it through, I think it was a special competition where it was passed out to people, or through hacking the game, which was something that we all were so fascinated with at the time. Pokemon Red and Blue were well received, with critics praising the multiplayer options, especially the concept of trading. The game received 89% on game rankings and considered among the greatest games ever made. Let me repeat that. This game is recognized as one of the greatest games ever made. Perennially ranked on the top games list, including at least 4 years on IGN's top 100 games of all time. The games marked the beginning of a multi-billion-dollar franchise, jointly selling over 300 million copies worldwide. This is not your Spotify and your digital stuff, yeah? When we say 300 million copies, we mean you actually need to leave your home, you need to go to a store, and you need to pay a lot of money for a physical copy. When we talk about 300 million, we talk about 300 million, yeah? It's very different to a stream that you're not paying much for. So this is a game changer. This whole game was a game changer. The gameplay is very basic, but the depth of the game will surprise you. And I look forward to you being able to watch me play it. We're going to get into all of the gameplay later on. But what I might want to show you as well has got to do with probably the legacy of the game. Let's talk about the legacy of the game. All right. The video game website 1UP composed a list of the top 5 late to the party games, showing selected games that prove a gaming platform's untapped potential and were one of the last games released for their respective console. Red and Blue were ranked first and called Nintendo's secret weapon. When they were released for Game Boy in the late 1990s, the success revitalized the Game Boy in that era. Nintendo Power listed Red and Blue versions together as the third best video game for the Game Boy and Game Boy Color, stating that something kept them playing until they caught every single Pokemon. Game Informer's Ben Reeves called them, along with Pokemon Yellow, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, the second best Game Boy games, and stated that it had more depth than it appeared, which is something that I hope the walkthrough can really show you, that it has a lot more depth than you think it does. Official Nintendo Magazine named them one of the best Nintendo games of all time, placing 52nd on their list of top 100 games. Red and Blue made 72 on IGN's top 100 games of all time in 2003, in which the reviewers noted that the pair of games started a revolution and praised the game deep design and complex strategy, as well as the option to trade between other games. 2 years later, it climbed to 70 in the updated list, with the game's legacy again noted to have inspired multiple video game sequels, movies, television shows, other merchandise, strongly rooting it in popular culture. In 2019, PC Magazine included the games on their 10 best Game Boy games. In 2023, Time Extension included the games on their best JRPG games of all time list. In 2007, Red and Blue were ranked at 37 on the list, and the reviewers remarked on their longevity. For everything that has come in the decades since, it all started right here with Pokemon Red Blue. Its unique blend of exploration, training, battling, and training, creating a game that was far more in-depth than it first appeared, and one that actually forced the player to socialize with others in order to truly experience all that it had to offer. The game is long, engrossing, and sparkles with that intangible addictiveness that only the best titles are able to capture. Say what you will about the game, but few gaming franchises can claim to be this popular 10 years after they first hit the jaw shelves. And we could go on and on and on, but there's a lot of great stuff here. So let's go back to the game, and we're going to start this now. All right, so here we are. And it hasn't taken too long, but we are at the game. And here's my player, and I'm moving. First thing I want to do is I want to share with you my Pokedex. Okay, so let's share this Pokedex. So I have caught Charmander. I have started off with Charmander. Here he is, right? The lizard Pokemon. Weighs in at 19 pounds and is 2 feet tall. Obviously prefers hot places when it rains. Steam comes from its steam is said to spout from the tip of its tail. So Charmander is my guy. He's my boy. Now, Charmander's a harder one to start with because when you start this game, you initially have to fight the Pewter City Gym, which is Brock, and the leader of the Pewter City Gym, which is Brock, and he's got rock Pokemon. So he's going to start off with a Geodude and an Onyx. I'm very well prepared for that. I know that going up against a Geodude and an Onyx with a Charmander is not going to be good, but I want the game to be challenging. I don't want this walkthrough to be me finding the most powerful Pokemon and making them my team. I want to win this. I want to beat the Elite Four, and I want to win this game by picking my favorites. And unfortunately, there's going to be a couple of favorites I can't pick. I'm not going to be able to pick Gengar, Alakazam, Machamp, because the mechanism in the game requires all Pokemon to be evolved by leveling up, but there's a couple that you can only evolve via trading. I won't be able to trade. Who do I have to trade with? So I'm not going to be able to get that done. And unfortunately, a Haunter, a Machoke, and a Kadabra will never be able to evolve unless I get out the Game Boy. I play 2 games on my own and then trade with myself. I've got to be careful with how I word all this. So I won't be able to do that. So I'm going to just try to take some side steps. Also, Red and Blue have exclusive Pokemon to their regions. So I think Electabuzz and Scyther are a couple of those that are exclusive to one end and some to the other. I can't remember off the top of my head. Where am I at with my Pokemon now? Let's have a look. So I've got Nidoran, and this Nidoran evolves into Nidoqueen, so it's the female version, and I got Charmander. They both have been leveled up a little bit, and my name is Ash, and I've also named my antagonist in the game, my competitor, my rival, I've named him Gary, so I've gone off that. Or, yeah, I did that. So, they're my 2 Pokemon. You need to, if you've never played this, and I'm going to treat this as, I'm talking to someone who's never played this game. By leveling up, you can only level up by battling and giving your Pokemon rare candies, and rare candies are hard to find, they're pretty rare. And the only way you can level up is by battling. It's important to level up because your Pokemon get stronger. And when your Pokemon get stronger, what initially happens is that they evolve. So this is my little Nidoran here. She's a baby. She is needing 7 points to level up to a level 7. 7 experience points, that's what we call them. Currently, she can only do tackle and growl. My goal is to take this girl into that Pewter City Gym. Hopefully, she's learnt Poison Sting. At the moment, she only has got Growl and Tackle. Now, Growl and Tackle both have got 40 and 35 times that I can use this attack. And then if I've used it 40 and 35 times, then I cannot use the attack anymore. For better moves, you have a lower PP rate, and you got to be careful with how often you use it. But with your more common moves, you can use it pretty much like excessively, like these two. Now, if I keep moving along, I want to show you this. So stats. Let's see if I can get this to work. You can see that Nidoran has got an attack, a defense, a special, and a speed stat, and they're all 11, very low. Now, in the newer generations, there are more categories. There are more stat categories. You've got special defense as well, and special attack as well. They're both separate. Right now, it's just special. So if you look, attack is how strong it is if it's going to hit. Defense is how well it can take a hit. Speed is how quick it can hit. So let's say I have a battle. If I've got a speedy Pokemon, it will hit first. And that can be very important too. So you look to have a team that has got high stats, and you want the stats to complement one another. Legendaries, they will have like real inflated stats. So if you want to play the game and actually find it challenging, you got to pick your more common Pokemon, evolve them. If you go straight for the legendaries, it's just, it's obviously, it's fun, but like it's not as challenging. So that's Nidoran. So Nidoran's stats are all at 11. Charmander's, his stats are higher. And you can probably see why Charmander's stats are higher, because Charmander's a few levels up. But ultimately, Charizard and Nidoqueen will both have great stats. They'll be very competitive for the whole match, for the whole game. And I'm looking to take them to the end in my whole journey. I'm not looking to catch 151. My aim is to have a solid 6 that can help me defeat all gym leaders and then the Elite Four. So that's our battle. That's what we're going to walk through. I think what you can see here is the HP is 27. The more that the Pokemon evolves, the higher the HP, and that helps with its defense. So you'll see someone like Snorlax. Snorlax has an amazing defense, has a lot of HP. The same as Chansey. There are then Pokemon that have a lower HP, they got a weaker defense. So there is a real system to this game, and because this is the upbringing of it, the initial beginning of it, the upbringing of this game, it does get more complex as time goes on. So let's get out of that. Charmander needs a bit more to level up. All right, so currently, I think this is Viridian City here. And yeah, this is, and we are going to make our way through to Pewter City. Our Pokemon are not ready yet, and we need to battle Gary. Now, I'm going to let you guys know that I have lost to Gary twice already. I've never ever lost before. When it comes to versing my rival, I've never lost so soon. It's been quite embarrassing. But when you do start with Charmander, you are rewarded with the Charizard, but you have to go through some hard times. And there are some hard times right now, because Charmander is not going to be very helpful against many. And he will not be very helpful against Brock at all. So I need to upskill. I need to level up this Nidoran. And that is going to require me to walk through this tall grass and catch Pokemon or beat them. Now, this is a Kakuna, evolves into a Beedrill. I'm not going to catch it because Kakuna and Beedrill, for me, the type is too similar to Nidoran, that poison normal type / grass type. There is no bug type at the moment. Pokemon Red and Blue, that first generation, didn't introduce Dark type. Also, this is going to take a long time. Okay, let's fix this. We're going to do something here. Maybe I need Growl. Let me see. I'm a bit nervous here because the more that Kakuna hits, hard, the longer it's going to take to. This is going to take forever. Okay, we got to get Charmander in here. All right, so no, it's going to take too long. It's going to be too boring. So yeah, if Kakuna just continually ups its defense, which it's going to do with Harden, it's going to take forever to knock it out. So we need to use Ember because Charmander is super effective to Kakuna in the initial game, the initial generation, and we just needed to move this along. So there it is. Poison Sting's important. We haven't gotten it yet. That's what you'll be seeing me do. When you walk through the tall grass, you encounter Pokemon. You can choose to catch them. You can choose to fight them. You probably need to battle them. Battling is the correct terminology. I've got to be careful here. I'll use the correct terminology. I'm going to battle to try to up level my Pokemon. And right now you're seeing Nidoran that is comfortably defeating the Sweedle. They'll probably need one more move there. Poison Sting is not very effective. They cancel each other's types out, so you've got to use a neutral move like Tackle. Tackle is a good neutral move. Let's look at this sign here. For poison, use antidote. Okay, we'll need some antidotes because we're going to be hit by some poison. Some of these Pokemon trainers are going to want to battle, so this guy won't. I came here with some friends. They're out for Pokemon fights. Okay, so we're going to have to encounter some of them. I think I fought this guy already before, so I don't think we'll just pass him. Cool. Maybe I fought this guy. But there are, you'll see these little Pokeballs. They're not actually Pokeballs. Some of them are. But what they are is they're like items that you can carry with you. And there are so many like candy items. You can have like different kind of healing anecdotes that can help increase your HP, revive your Pokemon, or cure burns from fire Pokemon, or cure poison attacks from grass or poison Pokemon, or help you even with unfreezing yourself, ice type moves that have frozen your Pokemon. There's always items that you can use. Also, to boost your stats in battle, you can use, X attack, X defense, there's X accuracy as well. Might need X accuracy if I keep getting hit by string shots. But as you can see, there's not many. I need that move. I need that poison sting attack. That would help me. Could you believe that a Caterpie could cause Onyx a lot of trouble with that poison sting? It would do more damage than Charmander. The speed is getting affected now, so you'll see me not attacking as often. I'll be slowing down, but I should get this done. Now, Pokemon Gold and Silver are probably the perfect games. And I do mean that. There we go. Oh, Poison Sting, let's go, let's go. Yes? Scratch, that's not going to help me. That is not going to help me at all against that Pokemon. I'm telling you now, it's not going to help me against Onyx and Geodude. All right, let's bring Charmander in and clean house. Yeah, so Gold, Silver, I think are probably the perfect Pokemon games because you get the Kanto region, which is where we're at now for the first generation. Plus, you get the Johto region for the second generation. You can win a total of 16 badges. You battle the Elite Four, and then you battle Red in a cave. But this game here, you get to catch Mewtwo with a Master Ball. And that's something that you can do in this game. And you can't do that. You can't catch Mewtwo in Pokemon Gold or Silver. You got Lugia for those games, and you've got Ho-Oh. All right, so we need to clean this up quick. But battling and upskilling your Pokemon, leveling them up, very important aspect of the game because you really do need to be competitive and you need those levels to align. Now, I know when I go up against Brock in that Pewter City gym, this is very important. When I go up against Brock in the Pewter City gym, I'm pretty certain his Geodude and Onyx are around 11 and 12 in level, but the typing is really important to note. So in the Pokemon games, if you are playing as a fire type, like Charmander is, you are weak to water type. You're also weak to rock and ground type. So if I get hit by a rock slide, an earthquake, or a hydro pump, my Charmander is in a struggle. However, I'm also strong up against grass type. So I'm strong against grass type. I can hit a fire blast against grass type and cause some real problems. And then I've got other types that I'm neutral towards. So I'm neutral towards pretty much psychic and neutral towards, electric. They're neutral. But I've got my strengths and weaknesses. And every type has got strengths and weaknesses. So maybe at the end of this battle, I'll have a look at... yes, please. It won't give me Poison Sting now. I just learnt Scratch. So if I go here and I look at my Pokemon, it should tell me what type they are. So does it tell me? Yeah, so Poison type. Okay. So there is a Poison type in this game. And it's no grass type. All right. And then Fire type. Some Pokemon do have Dual type. And I think they modified it in future games for Pokemon to have Dual type. Just making it a bit more complex. Walking through the tall grass. It is black and white. Now, Pokemon Yellow, I'm pretty certain Pokemon Yellow came out in color on the Game Boy Color. I remember playing Red and Blue on the Game Boy. I never got color for these two games. So it is consistent. Scratch is going to help me clean up this Weedle quicker. But at the moment, I wouldn't want to battle Brock. It's just going to be too hard. He's going to cause me way too many problems. If I wanted to defeat this Weedle quickly, I'd probably use Charmander, because Charmander's got that Ember attack and the typing works, and it would cause the Weedle too many problems. But instead, I'm trying to up-level my Nidoran and get it to that Charmander level. I do need that Nidoran to hit a certain point so that I can compete against Brock and the Pewter City Gym. So there we go. Weedle's done. Nidoran up 99 points. That's a pretty good experience for that victory. And I'm getting some money, which is really important. Now, have a look at money. This is, I think, like Japanese yen. So it's not $690. It's more like $6.90. It's more like $6.90, I'd say. So like 1/10 of that. And this is how much I owe. Like I own. This is my town map. So currently, I start off home, Pallet Town, then I move up to Route 1, Viridian City. Over this way here, if I go to Indigo Plateau if I go to the left, but I don't want to go to the left. I'm going up through the Viridian Forest, and I'm not going to get to Diglett's Cave now, but I want to get to Pewter City. So that's our goal now, and we will get to Pewter City. We're moving our way there, and this will be the end of Viridian's Forest. What's this guy want? Have you noticed the bushes on the roadside? They can be cut down by a special Pokemon move. Yeah, so you have 5 HMs. I'm pretty certain it's 5 in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. And the 5 are Cut, Surf, Fly. What are the other 2? Can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sure you can help me with that in the comments. But these moves, what makes them different to regular technical machine moves, or whatever they call TMs, is that you can't actually erase them unless you got a special guy. And see, this is the thing. So I need to cut this. I can't cut it unless I've got a Pokemon that's got it. So I could walk through this bushes here, this tall grass. Maybe I'll find something. A Rattata. Okay. I probably don't want to battle this. The leveling is too low. So I'm just going to get out of there. Do we tackle Brock? So we are at Pewter City Gym. We are at Pewter City. We'll go to Pewter City Gym. This is a Pokemon Center. You go here to heal your Pokemon. It does a couple of things. Heals them, but it also replenishes all their moves. Every time you waste a move, you lose the PPs for that move. So it replenishes everything. We might need to go to the Pokemon as well and get some potions. I don't have much money now because Gary beat me twice and he took all my money. Gary, he's our man. If he can do it, no one can. All right, Pokemon up. Let's see if I can get anything. Hi there, may I help you? Please help me. I would like a potion. I've got 2 potions. Sure, let's do that. All right, let's go. So now, also the way the game works is it's not going to let me go to it's not going to let me go to the next town unless I can get that Pewter City Gym. So see, you're a trainer, right? Brock's looking for new opponents. Oh man. See, they actually don't let you get any further. They do this a lot, Pokemon. It's a way of just keeping the game from just, falling apart. You can't just keep moving on because the trainers in the next phase of the games, they're stronger. So let's just take our Brock. He'll belt us. We have no answers. But we have one thing that goes our way, and that is that there'll be a couple of trainers before Brock, this guy, so we can verse him first, and then straight to Brock. Now we need to verse him. He's going to help us level up a little bit. Now, when you battle gym trainers and gym leaders, the experience points you get are very, very good. They're much higher. So I'm really hoping that this will be a slog. I might even lose it. That's why I went to the Pewter City Gym. That's why I went there. And look, I'm not ready. I'm clearly not ready. So I might lose this as well. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Might be able to use potion to get to weasel a win here. I can get through one more, I reckon. Yep, so I'm going to risk it. I think it should leave me on 1 HP, 2. And then I will... That's awesome. That worked out really well. And I get to level 10, which is what I need. Sandshrew. All right. So I'm going to change Pokemon here. And I'm going to go to Charmander. And I like this matchup, even though that Sandshrew is a higher level. Might really hurt my accuracy. And I said that there are some moves that Charmander would really find challenging. I don't think the Sandshrew knows them yet. So that might be beneficial. I'll miss a few of these now. That Sand attack is killing my accuracy. I might even have something here. Do I have? No, I don't. I got nothing. I was just daydreaming, I guess. Sorry. I'm in trouble. I'm screwed. I can replenish my stats if I change Pokemon. I could do that. So all these accuracy detrimental attacks can be whitewashed if I go back to that Nidoran. But then I'm also going to waste my turn. That Sandshrew will have a chance to attack sooner. So I'm probably better off using a potion if this doesn't work, but it does. All right, that worked out well. We got it. And Nidoran grew again. And see how many more points I'm getting? That's 216 experience points that I was able to share between my two Pokemon. Now I need to go back to that Pokemon Center because I don't even think I'm ready for Brock, to be honest. I think Brock is going to beat me. So in Pokemon Gold and Silver, they were able to have your mum save your money. So every time you lose a battle, you pretty much lose half your money. So you have to pretty much go and buy everything from the Poké Store, the Pokemart, because if you had too much money on you, you'd lose half of it in battle. Like if you had 100,000, you'd lose 50,000, I think. So now in Pokemon Gold and Silver, you can actually say to your mum, "Hey, I have 100,000, and keep saving for me." So you could get away with losing matches and not getting robbed dry of all your money. I remember Pewter City being like something to do with fossils here. So there's a building here, something to do with fossils, and maybe this is where you took your Kabutops and your fossils to Aerodactyl. Oh, okay. I don't really have 50, but sure. What am I looking at? Fossils? Yeah, there's Aerodactyl. That's a cool Pokemon to have. What's this guy want? Yeah, true. Now, it doesn't even put Aerodactyl in your Pokedex. So now that I've seen Aerodactyl, you'd assume, okay, Aerodactyl should be in your Pokedex, right? So as I go down my Pokedex, there is no Aerodactyl. Even though I've just read up on it, I need to have actually seen it. There's Kabutops and the fossil. That looks terrifying. But yeah, I'm literally at a fossil museum. And then, what's this guy want? We have a space exhibit now. Oh, thanks, man. What do we got here? Let's have a look. Meteorite that fell on Mount Moonstone? Oh. Moonstone? What's so special about it? So Moonstone evolves a few Pokemon. Oh, what's this? The first lunar landing. I bought a color TV to watch it. When? July 1969. Obviously, it must have a lot to do with the moon landing from the US. 1969 is when that happened. I already talked to this guy. Surely sometimes these guys give you something. Yeah, Pikachu soon, I promise. Oh, she wants a Pikachu? I want a Pikachu, it's so cute. I asked my daddy to catch me one. Oh, okay. And that looks like a ship. Space Shuttle Columbia. Huh. Interesting. Alright, let's get out of here. Is there any other area we can access? It looks like we just lost $50. Okay. I want to go into this building here on the side, but I can't because I need to use cut. I don't have cut yet. I can't do it. Can I enter from here? Sometimes I do this. Nope. Where else can we go? All right. Let's explore these houses before Brock kicks my butt. Anyone want to give me anything? Nidoran, sit. And this guy. Our Pokemon's an outsider, so it's hard to handle. An outsider is a Pokemon that you get in a trade. It grows fast, but it may ignore an unskilled trainer in battle. If only we had some badges. And that's another thing. You actually need to win badges, or else if your Pokemon level up, they don't actually obey your commands. So if you've ever watched the television series and seen Charizard not obey Ash's commands, it's probably because that Charizard was at a higher level and it didn't respect Ash enough as a trainer. Let's first Brock. Let's go. So Brock from the television show, the Pokemon carer, He is also he was the leader of the Pewter City Gym. He's got some pretty weak Pokemon, but when you start the game, they're pretty strong. Now, I'm going to have a lot of trouble here. I'm going to soften up Geodude, I think, for Charmander. So just really lowering his attack. This is my game plan. I'll lower his attack and I'll feed Nidoran. I'll feed Nidoran some potion. So if you see, the first time he attacked, he hit me with 5 HP. The second time with 4 HP. It might take a long time to knock him out. So if he attacks me again, he might attack me with 3 HP. But that defense is going to be ridiculously annoying to get through. He will do no damage to anybody, though. So that was only 2 HP. It will get to a point where I actually am useless now and I can't use any more of these growls. But I don't have a poison sting. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. So I don't have a poison sting. I don't have anything. I don't even need to use that potion. Let's see what Scratch does. It will barely do any damage. Wow, that's worse than I thought. That's really bad. And he can still defend. That's literally, I think, 1 HP damage it did. We are going to be here for a long time, guys. Strap yourselves in. I might need to use Ember. There is a chance if I use Ember that Geodude will burn. And then that burn will take off more every time. This is going to be a very long time. I think I need to do this, though. That Onyx will come. That Onyx will cause problems. Surely he doesn't have any more defending he needs to do. I will go through 40 of these tackles. The PP. Let's see how much I've gone through already. Yeah, this is going to be very hard. I might actually go through all these. Now, I don't think this early on Brock will use a potion. I don't think he'll use a potion. I think I'll be able to genuinely take it to the end. Now, you might ask, well, why aren't you using your Charmander? I have to defeat that Onyx, and Onyx is going to be a really tough opponent because Onyx uses, I think, bind, and just kind of, it's like a wrap. Like WRAP. Oh, we can't afford that. No. Sometimes, yeah, they do that. I don't even have much of these, but if I can at least eliminate Geodude, for Charmander, and then hope Ember can do enough damage, maybe even use Growl to make Onyx just not have any strength in its attack, buys me more time. I'm almost halfway through. Yeah, I really should have probably upskilled Nidoran enough to get Poison Sting, but I didn't think it through enough. Maybe he wasn't patient enough. Geodude is just wasting his defense curl. Move to Scratch. We're getting there. I mean, you have to have patience to play this game. I don't know. 90s kids, we didn't have much. We didn't have iPhones. We didn't have other things like that to distract us. We could sit here with this thing and we could literally slog this battle all day. I am not losing this battle. You can tell. The potions have got me. This Geodude's got nothing. And I've taken away his attack. His attack won't do much damage. If Brock does miraculously use a potion on Geodude, I might need to get Charmander involved. I don't think I have the patience for that. But you see, I need those 35 moves, don't I? I really do. There's a tackle. 2. Got lucky. I need a critical hit. A critical hit would be bloody good. The Geodude got a critical hit before and nearly knocked me out. Left me with 1 HP, if you remember. And here I can barely do anything. I'm going to need to attack it 35 times, literally. I have got enough moves in me to knock it out. And what I might need to do is use a potion because I'm just going to use Growl non-stop until that Onyx has got an ineffective moveset for Charmander. That's my best way to attack. And Geodude will be gone. That's it. No, one more. You're kidding. Alright, and that's it. That took forever. I'm really sorry. Alright. So that's that. Geodude's gone. 220. That might get me that poison sting. Now, if that could help me a lot if I do get it. No, I don't get it. Damn, I really needed that poison sting. All right. Level 14. We're going to use Growl. What does Screech do? I can't remember. Stuff's my defense. We're going to use Growl. So Onyx is going to hurt us. He might knock us out soon. I need to probably do a trade because I needed to swap Pokemon because the amount of times he's used Screech, he's really screwed me up. All right, so we're going to use Growl again. Bite. It is Bite. So the whole point of using Growl is to just kill his attack. And I'll go between the two Pokemon. Was that three moves in a row? All right, what's he done here? Oh, no, he missed. All right, so I've taken away everything. Okay, that's it. We're at our lowest point. So now we're going to hit him with Ember. It will take forever, but he has got no ability to attack us now. We just don't want him to lower our attack. We'll have to swap between the two. I'm actually going to get this done, I think. I'm impressed with my game plans worked. All right. Now, I might need to do a swap between Nidoran and Charmander again. Because Charmander's had its attack now greatly fall. So I might need to do a move. It's working though. I'm getting closer. So let's get Nidoran in there because he's used Screech a couple of times. Every time you do the swap, you actually calibrate. You calibrate everything. Everything just works a bit better. Ooh, nasty. All right, let's just go straight to Charmander. That took way too long. Ember is a more effective move. Bite. All right, he'll unleash that energy soon. I don't know. Sorry, I just button mashed that. We'll get back to how much damage does this do. Brilliant. Not much at all. And that, we got a critical hit. Yeah. Well, we're favourites now. We're favourites to win. And we've got to be very mindful of that Screech. These moves that don't actually do damage, they can set you up for victory if it's a matchup against the Elite Four or something. So when you do, your Pokemon only get 4 moves max. They don't get any more than that. Be very mindful of the moves that you eliminate if you play this game, because if you take away Screech and Tail Whip and these moves, it actually doesn't work out very good for you. And see, that Screech has really hurt my defense. Now you can see my Pokemon is struggling to get through this, but I think I've got the win, and I've had to slog it out. I don't have a Squirtle. I don't have a Bulbasaur. I did it the hard way. I did it my way. Bit of Frank Sinatra for you today. Charmander's grown. Deserved. We got the big win against Brock. That's our first gym badge. Brilliant. And I think I will leave it there. We'll get the Boulder badge. He'll give us a TM. He'll say, here you go. Have Bide. We'll never use it because it's actually a pretty trash move. You saw Onyx taking forever to actually unleash energy. We're able to do so much while we're waiting. So we're probably going to just sell this to the Pokemart and get some money for it. So yeah, we don't want this move. Trash move. Yeah, we don't want that move. Absorb damage in battle, then pay it back double. Yeah, no thanks. Anyway, so we've just defeated Brock. Brock's done. He's been defeated. I need to go to the Pokemon Center. I've also got more money now. So he's paid me up 1,600. Got the badge there. You can see it. Been an hour and 8 minutes. Again, I'm not playing timely to try and, beat this game the fastest time. I'm just having fun. Now, if you want to play Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, you can purchase the games online. They don't make them anymore, unfortunately. They don't make these games online, and they don't make them anymore. So you'd have to purchase them from eBay or something, from a person who's selling a vintage item, and it can be very costly. So look, I don't really, I don't endorse emulators online. I don't want to stay away from that controversy, but I don't want you to miss out on playing this incredible game. And if it's really expensive, you can find it online. You can find it online. You do need a safe. I don't know how I don't know what you do. I think I just keep the tab open and just hope it doesn't fall apart. I don't know if I could actually go back and retain this. Maybe someone who's a bit more tech savvy can figure that out for me, but I can't do that. So I've just won my first badge. There are 8 badges I need to win. No, I don't. That's right. It's hard work. Oh, okay. That's a bit mean. Pewter City, a Stone Grave City. A Stone Grave City? I never knew that. A Stone Grey City. Sorry. See some tulips dancing in synchronized motion. And then here we'd be on our way now to our next part of our adventure. So in our RPG, now we'd be on our way to our next adventure. We'll find trainers and, we'll be. So I think I'll leave it there for today. I'll pause it and I'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of the game. I hope you really like it. I can't recommend this game enough. I really love this game. I grew up on this game. This is my childhood, and one of the funnest games you'll ever play. So please um, give it a go. Be patient with it. It does take time to get off the ground, but once you're up and running, it's a lot of fun. We'll do a part 2 of this. We'll do another walkthrough, and hopefully next time our goal will be to get our second gym badge. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment. We're only 26 subscribers away from 100. Thank you, everybody.